Yo, what is up, family? Today we have some more Smite for you guys. The new update just came out today. They're calling it Open Beta 1, meaning that it's going to be free to play very soon. I think the official date of the free to play is January 15 or 14, something like that. But basically, new update, new map, new aspects, and a new god. Joust and Duel right now are not in the current update that came out today. They will be coming out next week. However, the new aspects did come out today, and Aladdin did not come out today. So right now, the new things that we got are the new maps. I believe Assault also came, and we also have, obviously, again, like I said, the aspects. So right now, I'm playing support Cupid. This game actually is a 5-stack. I wouldn't recommend the build that I go here. I was kind of just testing things out. The first, I believe, item I go with is Gem of ISO. And right here, we're kind of just juking out on her. We want to try to get this mid camp for the XP. I try to fight as much as I can, but I can't, and end up being one shot. And we're going to see if we can do something here. Now Zeus ends up getting both of them one shot with those crazy bounces on his one. And Ra also using his aspect, which, as you can see right there, his healing follows him, or his healing little circle follows him. They're both one shot now. We end up turning this fight. Zeus ends up killing the Ra, and on her unfortunately gets to live here. My one is just a little bit out of range, and Zeus can cut him off. Susanoo, I believe, joins back here. I thought this game was gonna be a dead game, because it was a 4v5, but as you can see, Susanoo's back. We're gonna go ahead and steal their farm here, and like I said, with the new maps, there's more stuff to do. So right here, we are grabbing the back camps, or their back camps, I guess, dual lanes, just for more XP for us, and to lessen their XP. So I believe they know we're doing this, so they're gonna go ahead, and Ra and On Her are going to pinch us, and we just want to stay alive here. And we see On Her jump. We don't want our Zeus to die, so we are going to dash in, I believe. Yeah, okay. We're gonna dash in, save our dash for escape. Zeus ends up living, and I should just be okay here. I'm full health. On Her just uses pillar and his 2 on me, so I should be okay. We have Sunder still. We have all our abilities. We still have our 2 for our healing and mana. Great thing about Cupid as a support, he never runs out of mana. Spam his 2. And right now, if you're gonna see me level my 2 first, because the 2 scales off, scales more when you level it up. It I believe reduces the attack speed. It also, I'm not entirely sure if this is right, but it also slows. I think the 1 slows for sure, but the 2 scales up the more you level it up, but the 1 sticks to base 20% slow. So you're gonna see me level the 2 first and then the 1, because I'm not really going for damage. I'm going for utility on Cupid support, and you're gonna see how much it works out in this game. So right here, we're kind of just beaming them down. We're gonna aim at the middle minion, just so every single minion gets hit by my 1. We're gonna try not to get hit by Ra's abilities, which right now Ra support also super OP. Very hard to deal with if you build him right, and just because what makes him OP is he moves super fast, and at the same time, if he hits you with an ability, you move super slow. So you kind of need to automatically build Hussar's wings. If you guys aren't caught up with the patch update, Hussar's wings basically immunes you to all slows. That's just a passive on it, so you'll no longer be slowed, but at the same time, it's 3k gold, which is probably, you don't want to really build that first item, because you'll end up falling behind, especially in your power spikes, because all you're really building it for is for the gold. We're gonna see if we can ult Ra here. This should just be an easy kill. That's a perfect pillar from On Her. And Ra, not sure why he was pushed up so much. And On Her still has his ult here. We have to keep that in mind. And he ends up pushing us back, which is okay. But my thoughts on the update so far, it's been really fun. The map has been really fun. I know I've been playing a lot of Path of Exiles 2 lately. I know I've been saying that a lot in pretty much my past 3 videos. But this update, I think, really puts Smite 2 in a really good, I guess, standing with the community, with the Smite community especially. I think it's a great game to also bring in new players because as you know, like MOBAs, like League of Legends, Dota, Smite. MOBAs are probably one of the hardest genres to get into. As we back here, we're in a fast forward, and Smite does a pretty good job of catering to the high end, high skill players, but at the same time, it's also really it's probably one of the easiest MOBAs to get into, just because one, you're not stuck to that 5v5 game mode that a lot of MOBAs have, like League of Legends. Sorry, there's a 5v5 assault where it's just one lane. It caters more to like a casual mobile player. This should just be an easy kill on Anubis. So great support from us. Unfortunately, we end up dying here. So great pick from the Susanoo, but we base his blink, which is okay. Susanoo uses his ult and blink. We get the Anubis. Even though it's a 1-1 trade there, we still come out with a W because we end up burning more of their abilities. Susanoo doesn't have blink for another 4 minutes. And right here, we're going to fast forward again. And I know that I'm playing support. I know that, a lot of people that watch the channel are junglers because Phamily Genki, obviously, Genki in the name, you must be a jungler ganking, right? I do still love playing jungle. That's my primary role. However, when I'm playing with the 5-stack that I'm playing with right now, I tend to play support because the 5-stack that I'm playing with right now, they're really good people. I'm not saying that I'm a bad player, but I just know that I'll be a better teammate if I play support. I feel like support is definitely, if you're ever, I don't want to say it has the highest carry potential, right? But I do feel like it makes a really big difference having a very good support versus somebody that's just like a very bad support. Or if your support gets diffed, I feel like you feel it the most, because when your support gets diffed, the enemy team can literally just run at you because you have no front line. And in high level games, if it's a support diff, it's basically an easy win for the enemy team that has the better support. And plus, I think, to me, support is kind of like a second jungler, because support is probably the second role that has to roam the map around. And what's cool about playing support, as we go ahead and see if we can commentate through this, Ra is one shot, Ra ults. We're going to go ahead and hit Ra with R2 and on her with R2. And like I said, R2, with Cupid's aspect, it slows their attack speed down if we hit them with R2. Perfect pillar from on her, but he's dead anyways. And we're going to go ahead and grab these 2 back amps at our side. New map is really good. I'm going to go ahead and just tank these so me and Loki can get some XP. We're going to go ahead and heal Loki as well. And like I was saying, I do think that the support is basically a second jungler, but you're not really focused on farming. You're not really focused on being the highest level, right? You want to save the farm. Like you see right here, I was about to go for the camps, but I want to save it for my solo laner. You're just basically just the biggest team player on the team. And I really like what they're doing with the god aspects, because now it's kind of making like not tanky supports viable. I wouldn't say they're meta, but look at this Mordred, by the way. Mordred's aspect right now is super crazy. His shoulder charge, you can just spam his shoulder charge. It has no cooldown. Probably one of the best aspects in the game right now. We unfortunately missed our one, and I'm telling Loki that I can't fight this. I'm just going to back off, and I think Loki just backs off here. So yeah. And I think we're just going to skip over the rest here. Actually, scratch that. We're not going to skip over. I think there's a fight that happens right about here. So our Thanatos gets to lane fast because of teleport. We go ahead and see if we can do something with Mordred here. He unfortunately escapes, but I think he's coming back towards us, so we're good. We're just going to go dash out. And now Ra's here. And we're going to see if we could, assist as much as we can. Unfortunately, don't have any more mana, so we're just gonna go and back up. I'm telling our Thana that I'm backing up. So that is what it is. We're gonna go with Ankh as our second item. But yeah, I mean, Smite is freaking back, man. I mean, right now it's closed beta. It's closed, technically still closed. It's really not an open beta yet, right? It'll be open beta in a week from now. But we're going to go ahead and fight this Anubis. But yeah, I think Smite is back right now. If you look at the Steam charts, we have, I think, probably one of the You see it's skyrocket. Right now I think it's like at 3K players. We're not really gonna do anything here. We're gonna skip over this part. 3K player base on Steam only. So with console, you can basically times 6 to times 10 that, and so that's basically what 24K to times 6. Sorry. Let's go ahead and just kill Susano real quick here. Great. Kook ult. And Anubis should also just be dead here. I don't think Anubis has ult here. Unfortunately, though, with Ra's new aspect, you see that Anubis got healed because he got hit by Ra ult. So, great ult from Ra there, honestly. And we hopefully don't die here, but unfortunately we couldn't pick. So great ult from Ra, saving Anubis. We're gonna see if we can get a pick here. Great dodges from Ra. Unfortunately, can't finish off the Anubis or Ra. So Loki ends up dying there. We don't really get a pick off, and not a good trade from us. We're still up 2K gold though, which is okay, but we don't really want to overcommit anymore here. But yeah, like I was saying, Steam charts, player base count going up every single update, and just obviously as soon as a game goes free to play, the player base will probably hit on Steam. At least I would say it would hit at least 10K to 12K. Daily players, I think a lot of the Smite 1 players are going to migrate to Smite 2. I think it's a great state. A lot of content creators, you see them going back. Like, fine, okay, he's been preaching Smite to a lot. Yeah, I mean, he tried Deadlock out. Obviously, Deadlock, utter failure. Not his content. The game itself, it's if you see the Deadlock Steam charts right now, it's just really bad. I love how everybody was saying, Deadlock is a feature, Deadlock is this, blah, 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 blah. But hey, I mean, look at us now. Now Smite, who would have thought Smite's player base is increasing and Deadlock's player base is decreasing? Nobody thought that I did, right? I mean, if you guys watch my past videos, even my first video, I've never once doomed Smite. I've always believed in Smite. I've always said that. I even made like a Smite dying video and like responded to all the bad comments that I saw in other content creators comment section, right, where other content creators like Weekend, right, he was dooming the game for a solid 3 months, which is great. It's great. It obviously, dooming the game isn't the best, but feedback is always good. It makes the game better. I'm not saying his dooming it is necessarily a bad thing, but he was talking about how the game is slowly dying if the devs don't do something. Obviously, it's like, he's giving, like, for example, Weekend's examples are like, this is what's wrong with the game, this is how you think you can fix it, right? Whereas some people in the comment section were like, nah, this game is cooked, Deadlock is here, Deadlock's taking over. But I mean, just look at Deadlock's chart, right? Their peak was 180K players, and right now the 24-hour peak is like at 18K. That's like close to 10%, only a 10% player retention rate, basically. So we're gonna try to do something with Mordred here. Mordred level 16, but we really want to kill this Mordred. I mean, he's kind of just he's super tanky. Mordred right now is super broken. There's a bug, I think, with his ult where you can just infinite spacebar, or I guess infinite shoulder charge, if you want to call his ability. And right now, Mordred believes that we, backed off, but we're gonna go ahead and just stay. We're gonna go ahead and see if we can ult Mordred here, and he ends up ulting. We're gonna go ahead and block his ult, and he doesn't have any escapability, so we're gonna see if we can, dodge his shoulder charge there. I backed up on purpose there to get a shoulder charge. Dana's gonna ult. If we can have Dana hit this, that'd be great. Perfect. And the broken Mordred should now be dead. Perfect. And we're gonna go heal Dana on the way. We're gonna go ahead and fast forward a good chunk of this. We get a couple objectives down here as I fast forward. I believe, we get an easy kill on Anubis. We're not really gonna record this. Not really an important team fight, but we're gonna chunk the Pyro. We're then going to, grab some XP, and then we're eventually gonna chunk Gold Fury. But we're gonna go with Eris Bow as our fourth item. Again, do not. I repeat, do not try this build. It's not the most optimal build in terms of min-maxing. Maybe it's good. It's a good support build for sure. But maybe replace Gem with ISO with something else. Maybe a pure attack speed, I'm not sure what a good first item would be, honestly. I just kind of went with Gem of ISO just so I can get a lot of slows off. Especially since my 1 slows, I kind of wanted to stack my 1 on the slow, so they're just like ultra slowed. And easy kill on the Anubis there. Anubis really not the greatest player, which is great for us. Easy kills. We're 1-1 and 12 right now. We're gonna go ahead and beads because Kook just wants to. I just want to make sure he lives. Maybe unnecessary, probably unnecessary, but yeah, yeah. I just want to keep him safe. Anyways, as I fast forward through this, we're gonna get a couple kills here and there, but nothing important. We're gonna go ahead, as you know, we're just gonna play the important parts, play the game changing parts, team fights. For example, here, we're gonna get an easy pyro, but I think there's a team fight that should be coming on pretty soon. Anubis is at mid. We got pyro. We might be able to pick off this Anubis. And let's see here. So Loki ults, Anubis blinks, so that's a wasted blink. And yeah, I mean, that's pretty good. And I'm just trying to test out Aerosbow here. As you can see, Aerosbow I think is super cool. I don't think it's the strongest item if I'm being honest, but it heals teammates. I mean, it helps Cupid support. It helps Bologna support for sure. But you constantly have to turn around and target your teammates. We're gonna see if we can invade their jungle just a little bit here. And we're gonna go with Loki. Like I said, support is kind of like the second jungler, which is why I really enjoy it. Your job as a support basically is moving around the map as much as you can, being annoying as much as you can, and being with your teammates. Right? I know that kind of sounds it counters each other. Like, you're moving around the map. How are you supposed to be with your teammates at all times? Great secure from our mid. This person, Anubis, should be dead. Ra should also be dead here, I think. Actually, okay, I guess we don't chase. Great, I guess. Mordred, not Mordred. Thanatos holding his own on a 1v2, which is amazing. And we're gonna go ahead and grab Ferris Curse here for the prots, for the attack speed. Now, I'm not really sure what I should go next here, if I'm being honest. As you can see, I'm kind of just going through items, but I think I end up going with Kins here. Not sure if that's the best pick. Again, this build is absolutely cooked. Don't copy it. I just wanted to showcase the game and the new map. We're 1-1 and 16 right now. Very good game as a support. You don't really want kills as a support. You want to save the kills for your teammates. You don't want the last hits as a support, because if whoever gets the last hit basically gets more gold. We're gonna see if we can heal our Kook here with the Eris bow. We're gonna see what I mean. I mean, it's kind of tough aiming the Eris bow. I feel like okay. I'm not sure. I was gonna say make the circle a little bit bigger, but I think I'm unfortunately dead here. We get caught by Mordred ult. We're just trying to be as helpful as we can with our teammates. We're gonna see if we can stun here. We're gonna go ahead and put some hearts in, and if we die, that's okay. We're a support. We're not really, we want to beat out their abilities as much as we can, get to the front line as much as we can. We end up picking off Mordred. We end up picking off their, I believe that was their Susanoo, if I'm not mistaken. And now it's just their on her. We should just be able to get a free tier 2 tower here. Maybe even Fire Giant. Maybe Phoenix. We're gonna go ahead and Arrows bow Thanatos. If you guys did not know, if you Arrows bow, you can go ahead. As long as they have the ability, you can attack minions and they'll still be healed up from it. And again, just testing out the items, having a lot of fun with it. And yeah, I mean, we're trying to end here, but I don't think we get the end off, so I'm just gonna skip this over. And I think the best part about this update, especially open beta, is, like I said, a lot of Smite 1 players who were, mid to high tier Smite players who are just waiting for free to play, they're finally going to be able to come to Smite 2, and matchmaking in general is just going to be better for all players, because if there's more players playing the game, that means there are more players that should be near your skill level no matter where you are. That's just the general rule of the player base, right? The more players you have, the more matchmaking that's could be implemented for the game. More of a population, more of a variety of skill, and better outcome for all players of all skills. Easy pick on Susanoo here. We should be able to get Fire Giant here. So we have our Sunder. Unfortunately, I'm telling my teammates I cannot tank this anymore, but Thanatos is here to tank, which is fine. And we're gonna go and, you know, save our abilities. Unfortunately, you know, we don't get the... I sundered super late there. I sundered very, very late there. That's very much on me. I needed to take a breather after that, but you know, it's fine. They unfortunately got the Fire Giant, but it's not the end of the world. We're still up 14k gold. We're still very much ahead of this game. And yeah, I mean, right now, like I said, support second jungler, you're kind of just roaming around the map. You're allowed to do that as a support, which is why I enjoy playing it as my second role rather than, you know, playing a lane. I don't really like playing lanes just because I don't like being stuck in a lane. I mean, mid lane I like because, again, mid lane is the lane that rotates the most. That should be rotating the most as well. We're going to go ahead and heal our Thana here, and we're going to see if we can do something with the Raw here. So, ult on Loki, we're going to go ahead and Eris Bow Thana, and yeah, should be easy kill on the Raw. So, easy kill there. Great solo from the he's just as soon as he smells it there. I barely live. Great solo from our Kook there, being able to pick off Anubis. And I mean, I'm just gonna back here real quick, and then I think we should just be able to end the game. So yeah, I think Zeus ends up just, you know, backdooring tower and straight up just killing the Titan. We're gonna go ahead and just speed this up. We're gonna see if I can maybe stop it right here. Yeah, I'll stop it right here, and then go ahead and see if we can do anything, but I'm pretty sure that's GG. You know, try to get a last minute ult in, but that's GG. You can see the new victory animation. And hold on.
Victory.
Victory. Did you guys hear that? So new animation, which is great. Unfortunately, look at this bug. I couldn't bring my tab out of the game. I'm trying. I can't bring up my stats, but unfortunately, no stats, no stats. So, but overall, pretty good game. I hope you guys did enjoy. Let me know what you guys think of the new update. I will be posting more videos. I will be posting more jungle content as well. Just like to play support on the 5-stack. But as always, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please don't forget to leave a like, comment, sub, and I will see you guys in the next one. Thank you, family.